Okay. Good morning, Brenda. Hey, Joe, how's it go? I'm Joe. I'm sorry your team lost last night, but
You got my joke on my team.
I
They
thought
even
you
booed Taylor Swift. What you talking about?
I thought you were Taylor Swift and the Chiefies.
It's getting old, Paul.
You don't have to remind me. Every
I'm
couple
about to
hours
get
I
off.
remind myself when I gotta waddle into the bathroom and tinkle,
No, I said it's getting old. Keep talking about Taylor Swift and all that. Oh, boy,
Well,
I
how
enjoyed that game last night.
how was Taylor when you met her?
Well, back then she was a young girl. She was like 19 years old or something like that, and she was new to everything.
Oh, okay. So she hadn't quite taken on that jaded professional look.
Oh no, she didn't. She didn't become a millionaire. Put it that way. She wasn't a millionaire, but she's not used to getting booed. And when they booed her, she just kind of looked to the side and didn't know what to do.
Really?
Yeah, it was like I don't know what she had said something to the girl next to her, like, "Are they booing me?" Like that, like. But Philadelphia fans booed Santa Claus one time.
Well, Couch, he's talking about retiring. So,
Well, he better not retire because she's gonna break up with him. She got to write a new song now.
well, yeah, that's what I think's going to happen.
Well, I guarantee you.
My man is
I,
done, and I'm done with him.
I said that we're gonna lose the game. Kelsey was gonna retire and she was gonna write a new song.
Yeah.
Got two of them right. So it's coming. They're showing Kansas City fans. They're watching it, and they're flipping the TV off and everything. That's because y'all were bailed out all year. All year y'all were bailed out. Every team that should have beat y'all, y'all got to break it in so y'all can keep coming.
Yeah. Yep.
And
I would
Philadelphia gonna
say
have none of it.
every game that they played this year was the worst officiating I've ever seen.
Well, there was two calls in this game that were bad.
Yep.
Three calls because, like I said, the guy fell on the 28-yard line or 29-yard line, and the ball was on the 29-yard line, and he rolled over and got up on the 31, and the official walks over. He's on the ground, rolls over to the 31. The official walked up and put it on the 31. If I'd have been the coach and saw that shit, man, I would have been out in the middle of the field.
You'd have gone a little ballistic, huh?
I'd have said somebody needs to take a look at that on film.
Well, that's what I
I'd
don't
probably get kicked out
understand.
of the game.
That's what I don't understand. Supposedly, there's a group of people in Washington, D.C., or somewhere, New York, that are watching the game and they're in
Yeah,
constant check. Why don't they have control of the game? They don't.
yeah. Frank said he won 120 bucks.
All right, Frank. Good for
Johnny
you.
won 500. What you talking about?
Giggles.
And I'm not shutting up, Brenda. I mean, Brenda. Sorry, Brenda. Oh, what was that an insult? I called you a Brit. I'm sorry, Linda.
Would you see what Giggles put in there? Says Taylor is going to
Nah,
be Joe's future missus.
Taylor can stay long away from me. She can't even buy me.
Yeah. I know Brenda was happier than hell to watch the game because she's like most everybody else. She wasn't rooting for the Kansas City. I call it the Kansas City cult.
Yeah, it was, I said it was gonna be 14-0 at the half. It made my day to see Mahomes throwing picks all day. He didn't know where to go. He couldn't get out of anything. And what gets me mad, you ready for this? That bet I had for $5 that would have won 200 and something dollars.
Yeah,
I lost it on one thing because Barkley didn't score the first touchdown.
yeah.
That was in it. He just scored the first touchdown. I'd have won 400. I'd have won 200 and about $60.
Well, the thing of it is that Barkley, he's a good athlete, but they praise him so much, and the coaching, whoever does the offensive coach didn't give him an opportunity to run the ball around the edge. It was always up the middle, bang, up the middle, bang,
Well,
up the
they
middle.
had a game plan. You know what the game plan was? Keep them tight in the middle so they could throw the outside passes. They were keeping everybody tight in the middle because they knew Barkley was going to the middle. So they had to stay in the middle for him so that the outside passes would be open. That's the game plan, the way it works. But at the end of the game, he was breaking them for 9, 10 yards.
Hey, Joe, why on my other computer I always have like marine traffic on there so I can watch where the ships are. And for some reason today it will not load it up. But it'll
That
load
I
it
could,
on this computer, not on that computer.
that I can't tell you. I don't know. Is it load anything else on it?
Yeah, yeah.
What's it saying when you're trying to load it? They didn't take that rainbow shit off the dome.
Well, it's over there asking for a password from Microsoft.
Well, that's what it's. What that's the browser good. I don't see why I would be asking you for a password. Is that the one that's got the stream time live in the back? With the is that the same
No,
computer
that's the
showing the
other
river?
computer. No.
Okay, so that one is telling you need a password because somehow you logged out. Look up Lance. Paul, Lance says rebooted.
Yeah, I did.
When in doubt, reboot.
It just comes up and says something went wrong.
What went wrong? It should tell you. So the username or password wrong or something like that?
We can't sync your account since we need to confirm that it's used. Please sign in again and verify your account.
Is that the one that got hacked? Is that the
No,
computer that got hacked?
no,
No.
I don't think so.
Because if it's the one, you shouldn't have the one that got hacked. She up early. Gail Benson, owner of the Saints, went to bed late. She was up early this morning. She was doing a news conference. I wanted to buy that Mardi Gras shirt and get all my credential stuff put on it, and they never let me know the date yet. I asked them the date that same day. Tell me how long it takes to ship. They finally said about 15 days. They wasted 15 days. I would have bought it.
I don't know. I give up. It's always something. Always something. I hate living. I'll be glad if I don't wake up tomorrow. I'll be happy. Happy, happy, happy.
It's only technology, Paul. Oh Lord, somebody made Lance is a part of it. It's the DJI Neo official owners club. Lord help me.
There you go. Is Lance on his way to work?
Maybe. Hey, you want to know what's the cheapest remote controller for the DJI Neo? Just get a hammer. Save your money.
That's all right. You know, Lance, Joe's real opinion on the Neo is he loves it. The best drone ever made by DJI. Right, right, Joe?
Yeah, right. Good paperweight. They got a Neo in here, a picture of a Neo. Somebody put LED lights on it. Oh, that a waste of money.
Up in the top right-hand corner over here, it says on YouTube, it's got a red circle around a sign in.
I've never seen one like that.
Let me see if I can show it to you.
What's up, Randy? Just point to it. Hold on, let me look at mine.
Right there. You know how it's got the star with the lines through it?
And I see a star behind the lines through it.
No, the line's next to it. Says sign in.
Is that to YouTube or Microsoft? You got YouTube up.
Yeah.
What's that little picture in the top in the right hand corner? All the way on that same line, you should have some kind of picture or letters or something.
What picture?
Where you were looking at where the star's at, over there, there's a something on the corner. It looks like a picture or
That's me.
it's your picture, right?
Well, it's not my account. You click on that, I click on it, see it says Paul Murray. View your
That's the picture
channel.
that's on the thing, right? So you're signed in.
Yeah, but why
If
is
your
it
picture's there,
saying,
you're signed in.
why is it saying sign in up there?
I don't know what that. I don't know what that's for. You ought to
Not
be
either.
able to go on YouTube right there.
Well, the
And
thing of it
that
is,
and
here's the thing of it is I can go to all the other channels, but for some reason on this computer, it will not, if I say I want to go to um, marinetraffic.com, okay? It pulls it up, it loads it up on in the window up top. Marinetraffic.com. Global tracking. Click on it, and it gives me a white screen.
well, it could be also that the computer is that one of the an old computer? It's an old computer, real old.
I don't know.
It could be the fact
It's
that
it's
it's just takes a
it's an
while. Hey,
it's an
Johnny.
HP. It's an HP.
Well, that don't mean anything. HP suck. I had one HP one time for a week and I brought it back. Johnny's a rich man. Did you win one or two, Johnny? One block or two jobs? Blocks. You know, we're supposed to have heavy rain again on Wednesday and heavy rain again on Saturday when the parade starts. Oh, and a few bets. Yeah, Johnny, the one thing I had a bet that would have paid me $270 that I lost it because of Barkley not scoring the first touchdown. I'm glad I only played $5 on it.
I'm looking for, I'm gonna try and sign that computer on over here, but I don't see my Zoom meetings on over on this computer.
You can't be on both computers with Zoom meeting. You'd have to kill the stream. Hey, Joel. Because you can't be on Zoom, on your Zoom meeting twice, unless you have two different logins. So it gives you just a white screen and it doesn't load anymore, right?
Yeah,
It just sounds like it doesn't have enough to load it. Sounds like it's the computer. Here's this thing.
yeah, finally remembered to pin the link.
Favorite Super Bowl commercial?
What?
What
Mine?
was yours? Yep.
I can't even tell you. I
Okay.
really didn't watch it. I really didn't watch.
Wow, that's why I watch the Super Bowl, for the commercials. I
I
love
usually do too.
I love the little boy in the boxing gloves. It was like the first or second commercial, and he was running down the street. It was about cancer. It was really cute. And then the Harrison Ford doing a Jeep commercial was very well done as well. Those were my two favorite.
See, I don't
There's
even
another
remember.
one. There's another one in there I really like too, but then there were some really stupid ones, but there always are.
I'm trying to think. The one I thought was really stupid was it was something to do with one of those services that bring you stuff, and they showed like the Energizer Bunny and all those different things.
Oh yeah. That was odd. Yeah, I
That
agree.
was stupid.
I didn't see
You
Elon at
realize
all.
how much money they had to spend? They had to get licenses from everybody.
Oh yeah, exactly. And then on top of it, what is it, 300 million for 30 seconds or something like that?
Something like that.
I didn't see Elon at all.
No, I know. They said he had it, but he didn't have any.
I thought you said he was going to have a couple commercials. I didn't
I've
see him.
heard that said he was going to have 4 commercials, but he never had any.
No, at least I didn't see it. And I could have walked away from the TV as well. He could have had one. I don't know.
No,
But I didn't see him.
Johnny said the Seal commercial was good. Oh, I saw that commercial. I thought that was kind of disturbing.
Some people said it was disturbing. I was on a text thread with about 10 of my buddies, and I would say half liked it and half thought it was kind of odd. So and I was like, okay, I need to go rewatch it. I forget exactly. I think they only showed that one once, didn't they, Johnny?
I hope so. I only saw part of it, and I looked at it, and it kind of was disturbing to me.
Yeah, I don't recall what. I'll have to go rewatch it. I usually show the Super Bowl commercials to my broadcast video club class the day after the Super Bowl, so we'll do that today. and we'll vote to see which ones they like. Somebody's got an echo.
Paul, he's got his other stream up. He's trying to figure out how to sign into the thing.
Yeah, what I thought, what, damn it.
So Jalen Hurts was the first scorer, rushing touchdown. The tush
Yeah, he
push.
knocked me out of my whole bet last night.
Yeah, I heard you. I rewatched that one, and you were hoping it was going to be Barkley. If you would have bet Hurts,
Yeah,
you would
they
have
should
won.
have handed it to Barkley, let him get a touchdown, which was his birthday shit, you know.
Now, did Philly win the toss, or did they just receive?
They received, I had heads, and then I had Barkley for the first touchdown. That was my first two losses.
So I asked the question incorrectly. Did they win the toss, or did they lose the toss and receive because Kansas City deferred?
Yeah, that's it. Kansas City
So
deferred.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I missed that whole part because they did something at the very beginning of the toss that I was paying attention to, and then it distracted me, and I didn't watch the toss. But I knew that Philadelphia received. But boy,
I see where it says sign in, Paul.
that was an ass whooping.
What's that?
24 zip and that.
Where it says sign in, the red circle.
Yeah,
I see where it says sign in,
yep.
but I don't know what that's sign in to, because it must be signing into Microsoft. That's Microsoft Edge.
Try a different browser. Try Chrome or Opera.
Yeah, try Chrome. Chrome will probably work.
Look for Opera on that PC.
What he's trying to do is put he's trying to put what you call it.
Marine traffic.
Yeah, marine
Yeah.
traffic, and it won't sign. It says you got to sign into Microsoft first. I've never had anybody ever tell me that. You got to be able to put it on any browser.
Is it a subscription website?
Yeah, I had to sign into it, yeah.
So do you pay monthly for that?
No, it's free up to a certain point.
Gotcha. So yeah, you're going to need to probably log in because that's your new machine that you haven't used for that particular website.
No, that's not true. That's this computer that I'm looking at right now that we're on.
Oh, okay.
And the computer over here is where I usually have that, and I also have my other
Yeah, I thought you were working on the ones next to you that you swapped out yesterday.
no, that's further to the right.
And did you get the
1, 2, 3?
Did you get the one that wasn't working finally?
Yes.
Yeah, took the
Okay.
battery out.
Took the
There
battery
you
out.
go. Okay.
Hey, Warren.
Supposed to be 22 for a low tomorrow and Wednesday. And I wanted to fly the Space Needle with a couple buddies Wednesday morning, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to travel down there in that cold weather.
Hey, you should be getting that package today.
Yeah. Maybe this morning.
Now, what do they do? Take it to the office or what?
Yeah, they take it to the office. I usually tell the ladies in the office that I'm expecting a package, and then they either email me or call me and say the package has arrived, and then I send the kid down to go pick it up.
Okay.
I'm way too far from the main office. Our campus is pretty darn spread out, and there's no way I can get to the office and back in time between classes to not be late to my next class. So I
Okay.
usually send a runner down to pick it up, and they're glad to leave class for a couple minutes.
Do they know where they're going?
Oh yeah, yeah, they do. They know the routine, and I usually send my most reliable kid. And they tried to deliver it about 8 o'clock, 8:30 in the morning on Saturday. So I'm hoping that's about the same time they try to deliver today. About an hour and a half. Hey Joe, did I tell you I love my Neo?
Yeah, I heard.
Joe feels the same way, Lance.
Yep.
Yeah. You get
I heard that he's using a hammer for his controller. So I figured out the recording on the Neo. So we weren't sure if it recorded the audio to the phone or would it record it to the actual drone. So I recorded something yesterday, plugged in my drone to look at the footage, and my phone wasn't on or anything, and the audio was actually on the drone file.
The audio came from the drone?
Yeah. Yeah. So there were two files on the drone. There was an audio file and then there was a video file. I only played the video file and it had the audio playing on it. And then I played the audio file and it only had the audio on it. So it marries it onto the video, which is nice. So you don't have to do anything.
So does that mean you hear the prop spinning? Is that what it does?
No, you did. Well, and I guess there's two functions. There's one that completely drowns out the props, and you don't hear them at all. But then you sound kind of you don't sound super weird, but you know your pitch of your voice is just slightly changed, not a lot. And then there's the ambiance button where you hear a little bit of the background, but not a lot, and then you hear your voice. I haven't tried that one yet.
So what is it using for a microphone on your end?
The actual cell phone.
Okay.
But I would have thought, like Joe thought, because Joe and I were talking about it, I would have thought that it would have put the audio on the cell phone and not the drone, and then you would have to download the audio to your computer from the cell phone, but you don't. Which is nice. You don't have to worry about marrying them at all. Although it's weird that they do give you an audio track and they give you a video track.
Okay.
But like I said, I played the video track and it had the audio on it already. So I'm wondering if you wanted to enhance it a little bit. You know, that's why they give you the audio track as well. I don't know.
So that only works if it's linked to your cell phone, right?
That is, to my understanding, correct. Yes, you have to use your cell phone
because you can't use it as just a selfie drone all by itself because it doesn't have a microphone, right?
To my understanding, yes.
Yeah, okay.
You know, there's a little mic on your cell phone app, on the Fly app. You see the little microphone. You have to tap that to start the recording, and it records, and you fly around, and then you land, and it stops the recording. So, and
so
I don't know.
What are your students? Do they like the Neo too?
Oh yeah, my students loved the Neo. I had them fly it again on Friday, and I had one of the girls fly it, and they were like, I said, okay, you're gonna let it follow you, and now you can run or turn around or do whatever, and she was amazed at what it could do. So I took it outside every class period because I have mostly photography classes, and I let my photography kids, two or three of them per class, play with it.
So they're happy.
Yeah, yeah, they love the technology piece. In fact, I had a couple kids videotaping the kids flying it.
Well, you can put together a class montage of it,
Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 That's what I was thinking because I've got about 8 clips right now on the drone of those kids. In fact, one of the kids, I kind of he's homeless and doesn't I don't want to say I feel sorry for him, but I really make sure that he's got what he needs to succeed in my class. And I let him fly it. He was like, "Wow, that is so cool!" And then I showed it to him. And he says, "I can't believe how clear the video
video.
is."
Yeah.
Yeah, he was amazed at how clear it was. And he had a bright red shirt on, which really made him stand out. In the gray background, it was all gray out on Friday. He had a red sweatshirt on.
That's cool. Well, one of these days you get another one and then you'll be able to fly with 2.
Possibly. Joe's just going to say, send it, and it's going to travel from Louisiana to Tacoma.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, if you get another one, just keep it under your hat for a while.
Yeah. So I wonder, does it land when it runs out of batteries right where it is, Joe?
Does
It's
it go into
supposed to.
landing mode, Joe?
I think it does. It runs out of
Like all
battery.
the other ones, I would imagine.
If
DJI
you own
programs.
if you own the controller, you get returned to home.
Okay.
But I mean, even if it's flying, even with the controller, I think it'll give you low battery warning, and then it'll say landing. And wherever it is, it lands. I mean, you still can stick it up and use the sticks a little bit, but I think once it goes into landing mode, it's going into landing mode.
Yeah, if you're using the phone, you don't have return to home. If you're using the controller or the goggles, you have return to home.
You have that option.
Yep.
And I like the way the new Fly app makes it fairly easy to connect from one drone to another with those goggles, or even your controller, I think.
What is it? Just a tap and you just change over?
Yeah, it's got it opens up to all the drones that you have on your Fly app. Like the Neo, the Avata 2, the Mini 3. It shows all of them. You tap the one you want to link, and then if goggles are attached to that, you click on which goggles you have, and you click on that, and then it pretty much syncs to that right away. Although you've got to go into, on the goggles, you have to go into settings and then switch to whatever drone you're. But it's pretty slick. I think I'm gonna let my principal fly the Neo this week. Have her take it off from her office.
There you go.
Let her follow around the office, and I really like my principal almost as much as my Neo.
Oh, well, mustn't be much.
Joe.
Uh,
Hey, well, you can fly it around in the office and it flies fine. Joe can't get his to do that.
yep, mine flies around in my hallway, no issues. Yep,
I still say Joe's something wrong with his.
I think he's got a limit.
Well, he talks so nasty about it. I think it's probably turnabout fair play for the drone.
It's rebelling.
Yep.
It's gonna rebel, all right.
It's a rebellious drone. What's your pupper dogs doing, Joe?
Sleeping. We got one
They're
sleeping
staring
upside
at-
down over here with everything showing. Got the other one over there snoring. I got the other one down here just knocked out.
They're staring at the Neo.
Yeah.
They're dreaming about flying with the Neo.
Yeah, I turned it on, they're all gone. They saw the way it flies.
What do they do? Head for the kitchen?
All I gotta do is press the button on the Neo and Cleo goes to the back. She saw they see the way that one flies. The other ones they sit up here and watch. If I turn that one on and put it over like I'm gonna take off, all of them go somewhere else. Is that one that got a mind of its own?
They scatter.
I'm thinking about installing liftoff. So I could
Why, you want
sit
to
here with
practice? Practice.
so I sit here and when I don't fly outside, I can fly inside. You know what I mean?
You don't want to practice acro though. No.
Well, I'll play with it, but I don't mean I'm gonna do it.
How much is lift off? $20?
Yeah, I don't want to spend $20 for it. I might just wait till it goes on sale.
Was it a one-time buy?
Oh, it's a program on a computer.
Yeah, but is it a one-time buy? Do you have to renew it?
Oh yeah, it's a one-time buy, but I don't want to spend $20. And I think I'm gonna have Chipotle today.
Oh,
I have a coupon that expires on the 12th. It's buy one, get one. So for $10, I can get two of them big old burritos. I got games the next couple of days. What I got tonight? Tonight, I got 5 and 6 o'clock boys basketball. Tomorrow night, I got girls basketball. This is the last week that it's playoffs.
for the basketball?
Yep.
I thought basketball
game.
went all the way till you start track season.
No, it's all the way to baseball.
Baseball.
Baseball and track. Baseball, softball, and track. But that's all starting right now. They had a baseball game on Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, that's right. You're warmer weather. I'm thinking about it's all snowy here. They'd have to be in snowshoes for crying out loud.
And it was probably a scrimmage game
You too.
because I haven't seen the schedule yet. But I've got 5 and 6 tonight. I got 6 tomorrow night. I got 5 and 6, and then 5:30, 6:30.
Makisho, hey,
So you guys are in the playoffs now, Paul? Or I mean, Joe? Your team?
Next week. Next week will be playoffs.
Yeah, we started playoffs last week. So we finished a couple weeks before you.
Well, Keisha, what I did is I went over to Canada, went and walked up and down the shoreline, didn't see it, but it, the snow is like this deep, so.
And you think you're in the right vicinity, Paul?
Yeah, pretty close, but the thing of it is the more I think about what I shouldn't have done, my mistake is
To the panic.
link that controller to this to the new drone, because I erased everything like Find My Drone and also all the data.
Okay. But Find My Drone only works as long as the battery is still
Yeah.
charged. Is that correct?
Right.
So
Right, but if
eventually,
he would have if he looked at the map when he did that, it would have showed him. And then if he
Yeah.
would
Right
have
where
just
it
looked at
was.
his last flight, it would have showed him.
Yep.
yeah. I wonder if you could contact DJI and wonder if they could figure out how to pull that off.
No, I don't think.
No, they don't keep records anymore.
Yeah, right. It's worth a call.
Well, if he left that peninsula and he was down by them ships, it could only be in that one area.
Yeah, because there's a harbor right there, like a big box where there's big ships in there. And I shot up there, and then I was side sliding down the side, and all of a sudden, flip, 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 gone.
And he saw grass and a little snow. So it's
Yep.
on the grass, and it's a big, like a walkway with a bike path and everything.
Well, the thing of it is that the grass, you know how when you edge your grass, you can see
Yeah.
you can see underneath it. You could see that, and then the snow on top of it. It wasn't just like grass and snow. It was grass that was edged where I could see like the roots and stuff, and then the snow.
So you were close to the sidewalk or close to the path. That's what it sounds like.
Well, I walked that path, and
Was the path full of snow too?
oh yeah, I had my snowmobile boots on, and it was like I'm walking crunch, crunch, crunch.
It means somebody might have picked it up.
That's what I'm thinking. I probably should have called the police department and reported it missing.
Well, he can't do anything with it. He could fly it for 5 flights. I really think it's probably still over there somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's still there, Paul.
Well, what I need, but I don't have a lot of friends I could take with me to go look. So
How about your,
my tenant died.
Lost Lance. There you go. Hey, Dre. I don't think he has air data. You don't have air data, right?
Air data? What's that?
Yeah, you don't have it. It's an app you pay for, and then it gives you all your location, all your flights.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, Dre.
Ray, how
I
you
was-
doing?
I was just thinking, Joe, if he had the free version, he could have had that and just, it'll hold up to 100 flights,
Yeah,
and it just recycles after that. You delete the ones that are old and keep them, using that free one. And that would have
right.
told him exactly where it's at. It would have traced the flight, probably told him what happened on the flight, where it lost
Right.
signal, everything.
Yep. Yep. Yes, sir. You're right. Yeah, because if I look at air data when I hit that pole, it shows you.
Hmm.
Shows you where it's at. It's in the water.
Yeah.
It even shows you the other day when I was going underneath that slide and Johnny was sliding down the slide. Showed Johnny. Can't take him anywhere.
Yeah. Now with Paul's situation, he'll probably start an international incident and stuff, known as the probably the drone. What's the old movie? The Manchurian Candidate. We'll have to call
Yeah.
Paul the Canadian candidate.
Yep.
With all the tension between our countries, we can't even say it's friendly anymore. I was thinking, how far does Paul Hodges live?
Oh, 60 miles, 70
Oh,
miles.
okay, yeah, that's quite a bit of a run for him. I saw him in the what's the guy in Alaska that does this show every Wednesday? Photographer guy.
Come out. I saw him the other day too. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying to think.
Paul Hodges was in there.
Was it coast to coast?
No. It's the other guy out of Alaska, younger
Oh,
guy.
Sloan. Jake
Yeah,
Sloan.
yeah, Jake Sloan. That's his name.
Was
Jake
he on
Sloan.
the,
Yeah,
was he on the
I saw
panel
him.
or just the chat?
Yeah,
He was on the chat.
Yeah, he was
I
in
mean,
the
the
chat.
chat.
yeah.
Here's where it went down right here. I was flying from over here. Can you see that?
Okay, you
It's
just
too
zoomed out a
small.
little too far now. Go back to
Okay.
the level you were at before.
I was flying from over here. And I came down along the side, down
Okay.
here like this.
Getting dizzy.
And I came down here like this, and then I came down here like this.
Okay.
And don't know because I panned the camera, got video on the camera over here,
Hmm.
and I came down here like this.
Okay, so
And
I'm assuming that you're on the Canadian side right now,
that's the
right?
Canadian
Yeah.
side. I had to go to
Okay.
Canada to go look for
Okay.
it.
Okay. So it's somewhere in that grassy, as we said, the grassy knoll area. So you have to talk to the CIA to get information on that, Paul.
Yeah. So if you look at the trees right there, he said that he was going sideways, taking pictures videoing sideways,
Yeah.
and he said, and all of a sudden it fell out the sky, and he said he was about 80 feet. Now those trees could be 80 feet.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
They look
and
pretty
these
big.
trees,
possible.
these
It's
trees
possible.
here,
Yeah, it's very possible. I mean, most times, yeah, because most places keep their trees trimmed at least below 100.
Yeah.
You know, like I say, it could be that time of year. It's winter time, not much on the trees themselves, so it could have ran into a bare branch.
There's a big clump of trees there.
Yeah, it could have hit a bare branch and went for a tumble, and
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that tree's high. Look at the shadow it pulls when I pan through it.
yeah,
Yeah, if he was only about 80 feet, he hit one of those trees.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like I
he
say,
also
this
hit geese on the pond.
you always just gotta hope that it did make it all the way to the ground and didn't fall on the rock side, and maybe it
Well,
did
he
fall.
said it was in grass and you can see grass and snow. And he said
Yeah.
he looked like he saw the edge of the grass. That's what I'm
Mhm.
thinking. It may have fell on the path, looking back at the path.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the thing of it is how when you edge your lawn,
Hmm.
you can see the edge, you can see the grass, and you can
Right.
see the edge
See the edge
of
itself.
and that's what it was in the picture, that with up close with snow, and it was
Yeah.
upside down.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, not too many people are gonna be out for a walk this time of year, so
That
I
tree's
think
pretty high there too.
yeah. So I think if you get a chance to go across, I don't know what the
I
cross.
went
Oh, he
over there
went over the other
yesterday,
day, but
Okay.
it
but
snowed 4 inches when he went.
it snowed 4 inches overnight after I lost it.
Wow.
So it was
That's
probably under the snow.
what I'm saying. That means it's buried. If it snowed 4 inches, it's buried.
Yep.
And
You have to
which you
go over
still,
when
I
it
mean,
melts.
I could say, Paul, well, I'm not going to get you to, downloading the Air Data app or whatever, because it takes the information off your controller. You don't even have to have the
Yeah.
drone, but it would give you a better accuracy of where the drone was last uh, detected,
That's
which
a pretty
means,
big tree there too.
yeah. So,
And if you're going sideways, you have no obstacle avoidance.
yeah, that's flying sideways, the number one element of crashes.
Just
Everybody
brought
said, "Well, I
your
was flying
percentage up.
sideways and hit something." I'm like, "Yep,
And
that
that
usually is."
tree's pretty big too.
Yeah,
And that tree.
yeah.
That one's not
Oh,
big.
that
That
one's
one's
even
probably about
bigger.
40 feet.
And see, it's not close enough to a roadway. You can go to street view and really get a
No,
real,
there's a path over
yeah,
here.
yeah. It's not going to give you street view from a path,
No,
but just what you would need to really get a good look at the tree height. Let's go to
Well, it's
street
not
view.
going to be any right. It's not going to be in that area right there
Mm.
because you had
yeah,
nothing to hit.
I parked right here and walked through the gates here, and I walked all along the edge here.
Mm-hmm. You might have
Did
walked
you
right
walk up?
past it, Paul.
Did you walk up by the path?
This path over here,
No, the other path. That one right there.
yeah, a little bit.
Because if you said you saw it by the edge, you may have walked to the wrong place. See that bike path right there? I'd walk that whole path. That's what I'd walk and look if you said you saw the edge of the grass. Because it might just be sitting right on the edge. It wouldn't be all the way by the water if you didn't see you saw the edge.
Well, the
Like
thing
looked
of it
like it was
is
edged.
I had my walking stick with me, my snowmobile boots, and as I was walking, it was crunch, 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 crunch. Because I was walking on top of the
Hey,
snow.
you see where your cursor's at right now?
Yeah.
Right there. I bet you it's somewhere right around there.
Well, that's the first big set of trees right there.
Yeah,
Then you
but
got
because now
another
you
set
have no
here,
right there.
here.
That you don't have anything that's being edged. Just the bike path is being edged. I guarantee there's nobody going out there edging your grass. But that bike path, there's somebody probably edging it. So it's going to be around that bike path somewhere. I'm thinking right in that area right there. I like that detective work there.
Probably hit the
Dre.
tree. Yeah, because when I was out here shooting in here, and then I started side sliding down like that. That ship wasn't there. Side sliding down here, and I think I came around and
You
probably
probably
clipped
hit that first bunch of trees.
that tree right there.
So if you look, that's that circle right there, where the circle's at, go out a little bit. Right there. If you take that area right there you're looking at and go look all around those little trees all in there, I bet you find it. Yeah, it's probably right there. Because when I lost at Nevada that day, when it didn't come back and I knew it went down, I just looked at the picture on my drone where what I saw last, went right to that tree and found it right under the tree. Chief Vance told guy, hey, it just wasn't our night last night. Yeah, right.
So how are you doing, Dre?
Not too bad. Had a little sore throat last week, so took it to look at and had no flags to do this weekend. So I stayed indoors and just kind of nursed myself back to health.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Yep. So you guys enjoyed the game? For all you Eagle
I
fans?
enjoyed that Kansas City got the hell beat out of them.
I figured you would, Joe.
Yeah,
That's just that, and I don't understand. That's his team.
they're getting old, Paul.
Kansas City's this team.
Yeah.
No, it's Joe Fodolio's team, not mine.
Yeah. I had to turn it off about, I guess, once it got to like 36, 36, 34 is 6. I said, yeah, it's a done deal.
34-6.
Yeah, it's 34-6, 9 minutes, 4 quarter. I said, I'm gonna turn this off because Jesus himself had to come down and step in to save this from the Chiefs.
Yeah, he couldn't have done it, I don't think.
Yeah, I said it's pretty much over at that point.
All I know is this: I like the Kansas City Chiefs as much as I like the Neo, less than the Neo.
And your 3 dogs.
And his 3 dogs.
Mhm. Yeah,
Joe's real protective of his dogs.
it just I
Yeah,
can say Philadelphia. I said they played almost a near perfect game, which they needed to. Kansas City made the mistakes.
I was amazed at how they actually beat up the famous quarterback for Kansas City.
My
Yeah,
homie.
I mean that's what I'm saying. That's the difference. I mean, he threw a couple picks. He was getting pressured all game.
Fumbled.
And it's just the opposite on the other side of the
And
field.
ended up they sacked him 6 times.
Yeah,
6
I
sacks.
just said he saw that pressure in the sacks, and then Hurt was not getting bothered at all.
And my thought was that Barkley was going to get held to, under 50 yards in the first half, and then he would run wild in the second half. But he really didn't even run wild in the second half. Although
No, the front line of Kansas City did an excellent job containing Barkley, but that's what they were expected to do. When you have a guy who's ran for 2,000 yards, who can break it at any play, any time, or you can just play to contain him. But they had to constantly play that scheme to contain him because he is a game breaker anytime. And Jalen Hurts came out and says, you know what? You're going to stop my run, I will throw the ball over your heads. And that's what he did.
Yep.
He came out and showed that I am an all-around quarterback. And with in the
Yep.
second half where he was taking off running on them, they had no answer for that. He's out there gaining 15, 20 yards a pop.
Yep. The
So,
only time that I needed Barkley to run was that first touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he knocked me out of the bet.
Mm.
He knocked me out about $300. Everybody else did it. Last year, I lost a $1,500 bet because Kelsey didn't catch a touchdown.
Mm.
That should have been a lock.
Kelsey didn't do anything.
He got like 3 passes.
Yeah, he didn't catch a pass the whole first half.
And now his girlfriend's breaking up with him and writing songs, so that's gonna suck.
I don't think it's that
He-
serious, Joe.
My boy, my man is a loser. That's gonna be the name of it.
Oh,
It'll be a country and western twang.
You're gonna say loser, loser, loser.
Joe's pretty tough on him, you know.
yeah.
Just like his
Oh, I
dog.
tell you, when you pay the refs all year, I'm gonna be tough with them. And then they played it. Even the officials last night said that shouldn't have been a pass interference. That first interference, said it wasn't enough to be a pass interference.
What?
Because they were both hitting on each other. Now the
Yeah.
only thing is he touched him on the face.
Yeah,
But that did knock
like
him
I say,
down.
with that push in the face causing the fall, I think that's why they called it, because it
Oh, that
caused
push
him
didn't
to fall.
cause him a foul, Dre. When he
I'm
got
just saying.
pushed
I'm
and he
just
knew he
saying
was
what the
getting
ref
beat, he said, "Let me flop." You know,
Although
guarantee you.
the
Let me be like my homie. Let me flop.
the hit of Mahomes and he fumbled and the face mask was not called. Although there was a penalty on that play. What was some unnecessary roughness or something?
Unnecessary the roughness, yep.
On who?
Yeah.
Was it on Mahomes?
But
No, it was afterwards.
a
After was a defensive player.
right after it was a defensive player. I'm not gonna say it's after the fumble occurred, so the fumble is still live, and which makes the possession change, and then you tack
Yeah.
on the penalty after that.
Yeah, because it was somebody did something. He shoved the guy in the back. That's what it was. I was standing there, and one of the Chiefs come up and slammed up somebody in the back and knocked him down.
Okay, but it wasn't
I
the
remember
face
now.
mask where that should, that was missed. But you're going to miss them every once in a while.
Yeah,
The Chiefs should have had that. Should have had that penalty, and the turnover shouldn't have happened. I think, right?
but
Well,
Lance,
it wouldn't have mattered.
Lance, you got a bunch of Joes out there to think every little call is gonna make the game different.
No, that one wouldn't have mattered. But there was, if you think about it, they had the pass interference and they punted the ball, and then they were running the ball. Kansas City was running the ball. The first down was the 30-yard line. The guy came down on the 29-yard line. He was touched down on the 29. He rolled over to the 31, and the official put the ball on 31.
Mm.
See, I'd have been the coach, I'd have been thrown out.
Well, the last 10 minutes of the game, in my opinion, is Philadelphia let up on them because they got like two scores.
Yeah,
Kansas
well,
City
you let all the guys who travel with you, let everybody get some game time.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they brought in the second string quarterback, came in and finished the game off. I mean, the game was over
Yeah.
mid third quarter.
Yeah.
I would say the game was officially
Yeah, so-
over when Kansas City didn't come out and do nothing when they had the ball starting the third quarter, and I say, Eagles went down and scored again. It was a done deal at that point.
I mean,
Yeah.
my goodness, it was 34-0 at one point.
Yeah,
Yep.
and that's what I said.
Yeah,
it
there
was
was
a
one
done
guy-
deal at that point.
There was one guy that came out there as a receiver, and they had to tell him to take the Gatorade thing out of his back pocket and leave the towels on the sideline.
Yeah, so I mean, at a certain point, it's like this is the Super Bowl. Let everybody get some playing time.
And
You know.
coach said, "Put on some pants." He was wearing shorts.
You know,
They let
at
the
least
water boy in.
everybody can say they call mama and daddy at home. Say, I got some playing time in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all that counts in one play. Look at Rudy.
Mm-hmm.
Rudy played 2 plays.
Yeah.
2 plays and made a sack. Is that crazy?
Yeah. So I mean, it's good for that. Just like when Barkley took himself out of the game a couple of weeks back. You know, he could have went for the rushing title of all time. He says, you know what? I'm good. Let the other guy finish this off. Because my thing is, you do that in the season because you're chasing your own glory and you get hurt and get bounced out first, second round in the playoffs. And you got to think, was it worth it to go for that title? Like I say, he's in a very exclusive club. 9 people in the history of the NFL have only rushed over 2,000 yards. And he's numbered, and if you include playoffs, he's numbered, I think he's tied or number 2 behind Terrell Davis of Denver. So total yards for the whole season, including playoffs. So I'm like, I like his story because of what the Giants did to him the year before. You know, had it all on there on was it Hard Knocks on HBO, how they were dogging him out and everything else, and then trading. And here a year later, he's in the Super Bowl with 2,000 yard season. So who looking like a fool now?
Yeah, he got the ring.
That's right. I got the ring, Russian title. I'm like, yeah. And like he said to the whole thing, he never wanted to leave New York. It wasn't about trying to go to a contender team. He just wanted a legitimate deal for his talent, and they wouldn't give it to him. So New York's the one that's sitting with egg on their face. Paid all that money to that one other quarterback kid, Daniel, whatever his name was, and then try to bench him, you know, halfway through the season and bring in another quarterback.
Yep. Well, I tell you, it's going to get interesting down here because we're going to announce a new head coach today, and it's going to be the offensive coordinator of the Eagles.
Yeah. What's his name? The old guy used to be at Dallas.
I don't even know his name.
Yeah, I think it
I couldn't tell you.
I'm trying.
So if they come in and put an offense together like that,
Kellen Moore, whatever it is, Keelan or Kellen Moore. Yeah, he used to be an offensive coordinator for Dallas before McCarthy showed up.
Yeah. McCarthy used to be the offensive coordinator in New Orleans. He was a bum. Yeah, whenever we get to the playoffs, he didn't know how to call a game. But you see, it might be interesting because we have a good team. We just don't have the coordinator that can stay consistent. So you never know.
Yeah. Well, it's just kind of funny. Just like last night, you have, Andy Reid, and there's a lot of guys who came up under Andy Reid. Even the coach of the Eagles used to be assistant coach for the Chiefs.
Yep.
And he worked for Andy Reid. You know, so it's, I can say it's like anything else. It's almost like a good old boys club in the NFL. These guys end up with different teams, played under different coaches, and they all get a chance to sit in the big man's chair, being the head coach, and you sink or swim.
Yep.
And that's why I tell pros sometimes it does come down to talent. Because, like I say, some of these guys who are having great seasons with other teams, and then they get another team and they can't do squat. And a classic example is the Washington Commanders. You know, nothing more than they did was draft that kid, Jaden Daniels, and all of a sudden they world beaters. You know, they scan everybody. You know, a year ago, you know, bad ownership, no talent, real talent at quarterback, and they couldn't get out of their own way. They made one good key draft choice in getting that quarterback.
Yep.
And that's what I tell folks about the Raiders. I said the Raiders just need somebody who has some real talent at quarterback. They could be a contender themselves. They've had some players, and they just didn't have a quarterback to drive the offense.
Yep.
I mean, you look at all the other teams. I mean, San Diego Chargers. I mean, not San Diego, LA Chargers. Now they're contenders because they got Herbert. Yep. They got good decent defense. You know, we'll see what Chicago can do next year with a new coach, and see if he can bond with this new kid out of SC, Caleb. See what happens. Well, I'm more interested in the draft right now to see where these top 3 quarterbacks, Sanders, the kid out of Florida, and they keep talking about this other kid, JJ something. I guess he originally got drafted last year or something happened. I don't know if he went back to finish his senior year or something, but they keep bringing up his name. His name is JJ something. But both
Yeah,
those are
Randy,
both
he
the
has
top.
all of the stuff on the drone. His name's on it.
But those are the top three quarterbacks, coming in the draft. And like anything else, you can be a great quarterback, go to a bad team, and you'll be bounced out of the league. Because you got to look at some of the guys who had rebirths this year. Sam Darnold, who got ran out of New York
Yep.
with a bad play there. You look at old kid down in Tampa Bay, they ran him out of Cleveland. Couldn't hardly find a job. He did a pretty good pickup game for LA Rams when what's his name got hurt into last year. Wound up in Tampa Bay. This guy playing like MVP.
Yep. Yep, you're right. Any given day, you never know who's going to do it.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be interesting. And now who we thought was going to be the NFC championship team, 49ers, they just kind of folded like a lawn chair this year and said, nah, we'll let somebody else take the beat.
Yep. Man, I got games 4 days this week. I might even have a playoff game in soccer. I found when if they're playing.
Soccer's going on already?
Soccer's over almost.
I thought soccer
If they
came
go
in
to
the
the
spring.
championship, I'll be at the championship.
I thought soccer was a spring sport. I know it was a winter sport.
Well, it starts at the end of football and then goes into now.
Yeah, that's winter.
Yeah, it is.
I thought it was a springtime sport. But at the same time baseball started, I thought soccer started.
They were playing a hard team yesterday.
Mm.
I tell you what, they were playing a hard team yesterday, and there is no update on the score, so that don't sound good.
Mm.
No, actually, it's tonight. Tonight they play.
Oh, okay.
They're playing in Baton Rouge tonight. No, Bird's not in Baton Rouge. Shreveport. Oh, Lord help me. They got to go all the way to Shreveport. They got 5 hours. They left this morning, probably. They probably left yesterday. They probably left yesterday and got up there a day ahead of time because they're going all the way to Shreveport, Louisiana. It's a quarterfinal. They win that game, they come down. They win that game, they definitely come back to us.
Mm-hmm.
They'll play out of the game. Will be this week. See the way they play soccer playoffs. If they win that game today, they'll probably play Thursday.
Okay.
They play them within a couple of days of each other. So if they play, they might have a game Wednesday or Thursday night in Mandeville.
Okay. So did you enjoy your TRF there, Joe, yesterday?
What TFR me?
The TFR, yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm only about a mile inside of it.
Mm.
I can drive up the road about a mile and a half and be in a Walmart parking lot, and I'm clean.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna go do that, but I changed my mind.
Mm. No stories yet. Somebody trying to do it anyway.
No, I haven't heard anything.
That's good. That's good. That's real good. Because I know people were talking about it, and I kept thinking. I said, right off the top of my head, I said, "Well, it's a dome game." And then right when they started the game, they talk about the flyover. I said, there you go. You got the military flyover with several aircraft coming from multiple directions. And the last thing you need is a drone up there in low altitude airspace where those aircraft will be flying to fly over that dome.
Yeah, they had 10 aircraft.
Yeah.
There were 3 Ospreys, 4 helicopters. It was 2 helicopters, 3 Ospreys, and the rest were fighter jets,
Mm-hmm.
front and back. And the
Right.
worst part about it, when they showed it yesterday, they showed about a second of it, and that was it.
Mm,
They should have showed the whole flyover because it would have looked cool.
yeah,
All Marines.
yeah.
And my son texted me last night. Well, none of them crashed. That's good. It makes my job easier.
There you go. I said, well, at least I won't be getting investigated.
Yeah, because I don't know how many came out of his, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is at least my shot won't be getting investigated for nothing.
You know, he's at North Carolina, but they may have pulled two of his fighters down.
Yeah, that's just what I'm saying. You never know. And that's why
Yeah.
I always tell people, especially like out here with the wildfires, they never said specifically where that collision, because the pilots didn't know until they landed, where that collision could have occurred at. And I always tell
Yeah.
people, I said, just because this guy was trying to get there, he could have been just in that route, that pathway where that aircraft was coming from, going to the fire and everything else. That he actually
Yep.
may have been in a zone that was not part of the TFR initially. But like I tell people, I said, those aircraft come in at low altitude, so they don't have to reduce their altitude when they get to the fire. They're already at that altitude and stuff. And that's why I tell folks, when you're near fire, you have to pay attention just as much, because those aircraft are not descending into the fire. They're coming in at low altitudes where they're coming from and coming that back out.
Look at Lance rubbing it in.
So you got a
And
little
the-
Neo out.
Yeah. Now, Lance, do you have any satellites?
15, 20 inside the school, in the classroom. Wow.
Yeah, you're muted.
They must make those schools in Seattle out of paper mache.
That's what I'm thinking. Because I get 6 satellites inside here that don't want to fly. I go outside and get 17 satellites that don't want to fly. So what's the difference?
Lance, did you get your package yet? No.
Yeah, you're muted there, Lance. He's talking to his girlfriend.
Mm. Lance got a haircut, look like.
Lance is playing with his best drone ever made by DJI.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
You can
We hear
now?
you now.
I was trying to record the audio and now it doesn't seem to want to record, so I need to play a little
See,
bit.
that's a good drone. Defense Russ.
Dre, do you have a Neo?
No, so I bought one for my grandson for Christmas, and he hasn't even flown it yet.
He's not flying it. Okay.
He has not flown it yet. Last time I was over there, it was still in the box, still
Wow.
wrapped up. But that's not that he's not interested. That's just the life of divorced parents.
Yep. See the case I printed?
Mm-hmm.
It's a case for the Neo.
Makes a good paperweight.
Lance, you got printers too, don't you?
No, a 3D printer, no.
Oh, maybe Joe will print you a couple of those cases.
So what did you sell Lance, Paul?
I didn't sell him anything. I sent him a hat that lights up,
Oh, the hat. I thought you bought one, Lance.
A hat? No,
Yeah.
no. This is
I thought
gifted
you-
as well.
Okay, but that one lights up though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. I saw you had one on about a week ago.
I don't know what I have on this guy.
Look at Joe is admiring his favorite drone in the world.
Yeah, it just told me, it said, you think I'm gonna fly for you, bitch? It's supposed to tell you if it's in a bad area, fly in textured environment, right? that you're in textured, well-lit, textured environment. You're in a well-lit, it's a flying well-lit, you're in a textured environment. It tells me, I'm not flying in your environment, bitch.
So I wonder what I did the other day is I watched the flight that I recorded my voice on my phone. You know how you can hit the play button in the Fly app,
Yeah.
and it played. And then I went up to my computer and plugged in the drone, and it played. But now it's not playing on this computer. But I didn't watch it on my phone at all. I wonder if I've got to watch it on my phone to marry it first. But I see the audio file. I hit the audio. I play that.
Okay, let's see if this will
Okay, so there's the audio.
voice control settings.
Okay, so that's the audio, but it's not married to my video yet. So I wonder if I watch it on my phone, it marries it. That makes sense?
Maybe they just want to stay single.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna watch it on my phone. See if it marries that. Which doesn't make sense, but technology, right?
So when did you lose this drone, Paul? Yesterday, day before, or what?
Day before yesterday.
Oh,
Was Friday, wasn't it, Joe, or was it Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday.
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 And it was bright and sunny like it is right now.
Mhm.
And I went and flew it. There wasn't any ships, but I just thought, well, I'd get a shot of out in the lake and back and down and around. That's when I'm back down and around and out.
Mm. Well, that's what I want, because 80 feet kind of low.
Yeah,
you to
well,
fly.
Joe talked me into get some
That's it. That's it.
Get-
Joe,
get
some-
Joe's
get-
the problem.
get some low shots, for us
You're
old
getting
guys.
old.
Yeah, Joe's the problem.
Yep.
Well, the problem is he's flying with the smart controller still. He's flying with it doesn't have return to home, it says hover, and then he doesn't have obstacle avoidance turned on.
What do you mean he doesn't have return to home on his
Aircraft storage error.
He doesn't have it because he don't want it to hit the bridge. And he doesn't have obstacle avoidance on it because he's afraid it's gonna hit the bridge.
But you can set
So
the
really
return
hover.
you can set the height of the return to home though.
We told him.
I listened to Joe 100%. And if he says he
Yeah.
told me, then I missed that part,
Yeah, and I wasn't the only one to tell you. Justin's told you. Everybody's told you.
Voice control settings.
David's told you.
Want to see if this is working. Yeah.
Okay. And what's the height of that bridge? About 100 feet?
No, it's higher than that.
The bottom, the
Like
highest
two
one?
something.
250, 300 feet, between 200 and 300 feet.
I'm talking about the bottom, underneath, in case you're flying underneath.
Yeah,
like
200
200.
feet. Yeah.
200 feet.
So
Well,
that's
that's your
150.
return to home right there, 190.
Yeah, 190. We'll get him back.
But you return to home at 190? That would mean no matter where you at, it's gonna come to home at 190.
Yeah, and obstacle avoidance.
Yeah, with obstacle
He
avoidance.
flies
it's
it.
doing right
He
on.
flies it in probably normal mode.
Yeah.
With
That's
the
it.
one he
80
lost
feet.
under the bridge that day,
Other
he had
than-
it on hover. So
80
it
feet.
lost connection. It was hovering.
Yeah, 80 feet for as far as he had it out. It does not surprise me that he lost connection.
Well, the other problem, like I said, if he's going sideways, if you look right there on the picture in the background right now,
Mhm.
that's in the area he went down. Look how high the trees are.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the height of the trees. I'm just saying that we're thinking that he hit something, but I'm just saying that what people don't realize, this is what I always say, that class you had in high school geography class when they talk about the curvature of the earth and all that kind of stupid stuff we think
There,
we ever need to know?
there's
This
the
is
new
the
one.
situation that you need to know.
There's the new
Yeah.
one that Joe told me to get.
Yeah. So like I say, you're 80 feet from where you took
Yeah,
off.
keep this down.
Okay.
How do I get the mic to work? Looks like the mic is working.
So I was saying that you took off at 80 feet where you're at, flew a distance, and you got to think that if you're on the uphill side, okay, that means flying down further would be lower. But if you're on the downhill side, the other part of that other side of that shore could be higher in elevation, which you're not flying at 80 feet anymore. You're flying at maybe 70, 60, maybe only 50. Because the terrain always changes, even when you cross a body of water. That's why a lot of people have crashed into the water because they think the water is just flat. As it's not. There are elevation changes even flying over a body of water.
Hey, Dre, here's my question. This is the controller I've been flying with, which is the
Right.
old
The
style.
classic smart controller.
Audio works. Let's click on recording. The audio.
But I also have this one. And the reason I'm not flying it, there's two reasons. It's not as bright,
Right.
and it doesn't have any antennas on it. The antenna's internal, and so I was thinking that it doesn't fly as far.
And that is a good assumption, but I also could tell you the antennas on a smart controller are not the best either. The smart controller is good for about, I would say, no more than about 2,000 feet.
Well, I fly with this one about, I can fly like 2 to 3 miles.
Yeah, I mean you can. That's what I was explaining about where you take off at as far as the elevation of where you're staying at when you take off compared to the elevation of where you're actually flying at any given
But
time.
see, everybody was telling me this is a better controller to use
Yeah,
because
I
it's
don't
a
have one of
newer,
those, Paul, so I don't have an opinion on it.
it's newer design.
I don't care about the design. It's just
No,
going to
no,
tell me what's the range.
I'm talking about the electronics on it.
Yeah, well, like I say, you're still flying the same drone.
Yep.
So my thing is, whatever OcuSync level that drone is, that's what you're using. Now, although I can tell you that back in the old school days, you'll remember when I'm about to tell you this, you could buy those reflector things and put them on the antennas of the smart controller. And I still have done that when I fly extremely big projects that I use those reflective array things and put them on the antennas to make my signal more directional so I get a better signal in that area to the drone. But like I say, you fly over a body of water, you're flying across into another bank of landmass, and I think it's more of a terrain elevation change that might have caused some issues, unless you really can find out if it, if that thing actually did hit something. 'Cause I
That's my
think it,
that's my Air 2S right there.
yeah. Because I'm thinking that the simple fact that like you said, you're flying at 80 feet, but that 80 feet was where you took off at, but the elevation across the river could be higher, which means you're not actually at 80 feet any longer. And if you would have had more knowledge on what the terrain elevation on the opposite side of the river is, that could mean you could be actually flying lower, which increases your percentages of actually hitting a tree or something.
Okay, I'm just going to turn everything on and see what my settings are with this one here. Fly.
Mm-hmm. It won't give you that unless you get the drone turned on.
Yeah, drone's turned on.
Okay, yeah, you can go ahead and check the settings on return to home and stuff. I set at 190. That gives you 10 feet range going into that bridge.
I can set that?
Yeah. And it says return to home height.
How, on the, I find that on the three dots on the right-hand side, is that,
Yeah, three dots should be the first setting where it has a little quadcopter emblem there.
okay. It says safety. Obstacle avoidance is turned off.
Okay, that's your preference. That's up to you. But it should say
I
return to
would turn
home
it on.
just below
Would
that.
would I select bypass or brake?
What does it set on?
Off.
That says obstacle avoidance, Joe. He has it off.
Yeah,
right
but what is it on bypass? Yeah, you would bypass and obstacle avoidance on bypass.
Put it on bypass?
Yeah, that would
Yeah,
make
because if it breaks,
nine
it's just
times
gonna
out of
sit
10,
there.
the drone will elevate to go around an obstacle.
Right.
Very right. I see it duck under something.
Display radar map, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Auto return to home, 426 feet.
there you go. Does it have a little thing to the right that says you can change that little box to the right?
Yep,
Okay, you put
Slide it.
that's where you change it to 190. Just tap on that box and a keyboard will show up at the bottom of the screen.
okay. Update home point,
No,
Not
that's
necessarily.
when
That
you
means
fly.
if you're moving, that means if you're moving, you can update the home point to be where you're at.
maximum altitude, 869 feet.
Yeah.
Put 400.
Maximum distance, no limit.
Okay, so why,
Yeah.
Battery info. Yeah, it's full. Auxiliary LED is auto.
Mhm.
just,
Aircraft LEDs on auto.
I want to,
Unlock the geo zone.
Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that. Doesn't use that anymore.
Find my drone.
Yeah, you need
You
to have
want that
that.
on. Was that turned on or turned off?
okay, so why,
Paul, was Find My Drone turned on or off?
It must be on because it shows a map where it is.
Mhm.
That's where you're at, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's on. Leave it on.
And it's got a thing I could tell it to start flashing and beeping.
Yeah, you don't need to do that. But you do it if you need to. Not now.
Advanced safety settings, should I look at that?
Hey, what's it say?
Propeller stop, signal loss, do I return to home, right?
Yeah, that should be set.
So on the Neo, on the audio, it takes about 5 minutes for the video and the audio to sync after you've flown it. I just tried it, and I plugged it right in right after I flew it, and it wasn't syncing, it wasn't playing. I unplugged it, let it sit for a minute, plugged it back in, and bingo. So it takes a while to marry the two inside the drone, is what I'm finding out.
So those are all the settings that I need, huh?
Yeah.
It's on 4K 30.
Yep.
It keeps coming up and saying that replace the SD card because it's slow.
Well, it need a newer SD card. You got a SD card. Is that the one you use all the time?
Yeah. It's got 11 satellites.
Home point updated.
You need like an extreme SD card, a version, I think it's 3.
Let me tell you what's in here. Just a minute. It's got a SanDisk Ultra 32 gig.
So you got an Ultra. What's the V number? I mean, it's got a 1, 2, or 3 in the bottom left hand corner. What's it say?
Doesn't say. I don't know if you can't see that, I'm sure.
No. Yeah, that little block on the bottom left hand corner should be a little U with a number in it.
Really. Just a minute, let me get it. Let me get a
What color is it? Gray?
gray and red.
And it says it's a SanDisk. What's the brand? The
Ultra.
name on it? Ultra? I'll just look it up.
It's got a circle with a 10 down in the bottom.
Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, you see all the way where it says micro and you got a 1 in there? And that little U?
Hang on.
It'll say micro, and on the side there's a little U with a 1 in it, right?
HC1, and then down in the bottom left, it says 32 gig in gray and 10 with a circle around it.
Well, you
That's
see
what old
where
one.
you see where it says micro though, right?
Yep.
Next to it has a U with a 1 in it, right?
Hey, Joe.
Nope.
Soon as he saw the number 10, that's an old card.
Yeah, it
Other than
is.
that, it was look for the U symbol with a 3 inside of it.
Yeah, he's got to have a 3. That's what I was getting to.
Yeah,
He needs
it won't
it
be
needs
that.
a 30.
He said
He needs
10.
a 30 with a 3.
Yeah, well, he said 10, it ain't gonna have it.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's not the
Right.
same card you had in that other drone.
No, that's an older card.
So
Yeah,
I
you need
need
to
to,
have
I
one
need
that's
to I need to replace the card.
You need to
yeah,
replace
you
it
need
with a
a
card that
red
has
and
a
gold.
U with a 3 inside the U. The
Yeah.
letter U with the number 3 inside of it.
Yeah.
Those are the much faster cards.
I'm gonna share it,
old-
Paul. Let me show you.
Those old 10 ones, that's pretty old. They don't play well with 4K.
That's what it should look like right there.
Yeah,
With that
Okay.
30, it's got to be a 30 with a
U30.
3 like that.
U3.
It don't have to be 256 gigabytes. You could do 32 gigabytes.
Yeah, there you go, Joe. Highlight that one.
Yeah. 32.
You'll
That's
say,
what you want to
Joe
look like.
Joe told me to buy the 256.
No, I did not. All you
Is-
need is a 32.
Is 32 big enough?
For what
Yeah.
you do, Paul, that's
For
plenty.
what you do. Hey, I shoot football games with a 64. Cause I shoot 1,000 pictures. I still have 1,000 pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need anything bigger than a 64. I
That's what
shot
she
4
said.
basketball games the other night and still had 1,500 pictures to do. That's all I buy. All I buy is the 64s.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I buy right there. Lexar Professional 64s. And when I buy
And
the
they,
64 for
what
mine,
do
I
they,
use video.
what do they say, A1 on them or something, or?
A3. Well, that one says A1. If it's look at the picture I got on there. I'm sharing it.
Yep. Okay, well, I'm
You
gonna
don't have
share,
one like that laying around?
no, I'm gonna share for you something. Share.
So Dre, does your wife have next week off?
She got Monday.
Monday? We have Friday, and Monday. Snow day.
None of those.
Friday is our snow day.
Yeah, she's got just that Monday
No.
the 7th. She got Monday the 17th off. Yeah.
You guys don't have a built-in fire day?
What's that?
We have a built-in snow day. I thought maybe you guys had a built-in fire day.
No. Well, those who were closely to it, a lot of those schools were shut down
That's
for
the,
like a week
that's
or
the
so.
card there, Joe.
That's the one you have. That's no good. You're looking through too many things, Paul. Just put in SanDisk Ultra Micro.
SanDisk Ultra.
Is this for his drone? I like the
Yeah.
red.
Actually not Ultra Extreme. Extreme. You want Extreme.
You want extreme because the red and black seem to work
Yeah.
the best.
I had
Yeah.
Ultra at the top, but it's the Extreme I'm looking at.
Yeah,
Yeah, get
go
rid
ahead,
of the
take it
Ultra.
like that. It'll get you there. It'll get you there. Just hit. There you go.
Yeah, but he's showing that Pro Plus is junk.
Yeah.
That's coming
I'll
up.
do that. That's not even ScanDisk.
So
Yeah,
look
I
for
know.
the
That's why I'm
red
trying
and,
to get him away from
red
it.
and black. Red and black is your best bet, Paul.
There you go. Right there. Go down.
That's the one I have right now.
No.
They don't want that.
that
That
one.
one.
That one right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
mine's
the one down below it,
$10.89. Why is yours that much?
that one for $13, not a bad deal for Extreme Pro.
Right here.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Mm-hmm. That's what I normally get. When I catch them on sale, like the
That's a good
64s
price.
around that price. Every once in a while you catch them on sale about that price for 64. 128 it
Will
costs you
that
about
work?
19.
But will that work in the Air 2S?
Oh yeah. Well,
Okay,
that work
because
all
some
day
of
and night.
them, some of them will give you a warning on some of them, but I'd go with that one.
This one.
Yeah.
Add to cart.
Now,
So
hey
should
Joe, I
I
got a
buy one
question
of
for
these
you.
too?
No, just get you one. You only need one.
Hold
Joe,
on.
I got a
That's it,
question
Dre.
for you.
Don't buy yet. Don't buy yet, Paul. Let me share this with you. Hold on.
Hey Joe, what are you using your
Yeah.
cameras?
Lexar.
Lexar?
Yeah,
I'm
Lexar 64 Professional.
I'm going to share my
Okay.
screen. Paul.
1066s.
Mm-hmm. Let me see what they cost, Lexars.
So this one here is I like the Extreme Pro.
See, did I tell you can find them pretty cheap? 64, $12. Yep.
Yeah,
And that's-
$9.99 here.
This is 64 3 A2 for $12.49. See if they have a 32.
So I don't need the 128 gig, right?
Nah,
No.
I would go no bigger than 64. 32 is probably good. But this one here,
32 is probably good for him.
can you see my screen, Paul?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is the Extreme Pro. I like the red and black. They
Yeah.
seem to give me better performance than the red and gold, or is that gold? Yeah, or tan or whatever you want to call it.
Lexar is expensive, Joe.
But anyway,
Well, the
Oh,
ones
it's
I'm
okay.
talking about, I use in my camera. They're $9.99 right now.
Okay, I see it now. I found it. 64 gig, Lexar Professional 1066.
Yeah, that's what I use.
Yeah. Okay. The other ones were showing me something else. I guess they were gold versions.
Well, I'm glad you said that. I'm buying 2 more.
Silver Pros. I looked at the Silver Pros and the gold one. They're like 30, $60. I'm like, holy smokes.
Yeah, I'm buying 2 more because the other day I pulled one out of my camera, went to put it in something, and it fell apart
Oh, wow.
because it was like 3 years old. So I bought 3 more, and I've been rotating them out. And I'm gonna get 2 more that'll give me
Mhm.
like three brand new ones
Yeah.
for $9 a piece.
Yep. So I get 2 of them for the price of one regular scan disc. So I bought me another camera. It's an older Canon 2000D.
to cover a class this morning, first period, which is going to happen in about 15 minutes.
So this is the one you think I should buy right here?
No,
Not that one.
no, not that one. That's not going to fit in your drone.
The one you got in your cart would work, but you're paying more. See, the
The
one you
one
got in your cart is the same one.
That'll fit in the drone, won't it?
No,
No,
that's
it
a
won't.
full size. That's a full size. That one right
That
there.
one right there. Yeah, buy that one and then get rid of the one in your cart because you don't need that $13 one in the cart.
Okay, so
You
let me
only
get
need
the
one.
card.
To add the cart and then get the other one out for $13. You only need one, Paul. Okay, this sorry. It says sorry. You requested more than they have, so you got to change it to.
This is the one I
Yeah.
want right here, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and the other one down there, exit out, get rid of it. Say
Down here,
delete.
get rid of this one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hit delete.
Delete. Okay.
And I
Proceed
see you
to
listen
checkout.
to me again. I said buy one, and you're buying 2.
But Joe, you said 2 of everything.
It's like talking to a rock.
Oh. Paul says you say 2 of everything.
Yeah, he did.
That's why he has 2. Or oops, he did have 2.
He's got one drone.
Oh no, I've got 3 drones.
How you got 3 drones?
I got the Flip, I got the Air 2S, and another one. What else?
Autel.
No, you sold that.
Sold the Autel.
Oh, Neo.
You
No.
don't have a Neo.
Don't have a Neo.
The
I thought
second
the Neo
Yeah,
didn't
2
take
drones.
cards.
that's sitting on the bank of the Canadian River.
That's the other one.
Yeah. Okay, so 2 of them work good, right? Order placed.
One of them
Thanks.
would have been better.
Confirmation will be sent to your email. Okay. So how do I see what I bought?
Yeah, it says it won't be here until February 25th.
Where?
It says estimated delivery. Shoot, I'd cancel it and go back and get one of the $13 ones. Yeah. Because you're looking at 3 weeks before you get it.
Edit the order.
Second one down.
You can get a terabyte tomorrow.
Edit the order.
Yeah, I would cancel that one, try to find one sooner. And the
Mine
reason
comes on
say
the-
it takes too
Mine
long.
would come on the 12th. Are you sure? Why is it
That's
so
what it
late
said
for-
on there.
Why does it say so late for you, Paul? Yeah, in fact, all of mine say tomorrow or the 12th.
That third one down, item wouldn't remove on time. But right there.
Maybe because you're asking for 2. And they're heavy.
Yeah.
Order's been canceled. Okay, so let me go back
Yeah.
here.
Look at that one right underneath there for $11. See what that one says. That says February 14th. Now that's the other one, not the black one.
It's the black one.
Where's
must-
the one you're
what-
talking about?
What's the difference between the black and that one?
The black one's supposed to have a faster read write time.
Oh, here's today, but today by
That's 128. You want that?
Yeah,
you
click
want
on that one
big?
first and let's see what sizes they got. So they're gonna show you different sizes. No, I don't. Figures.
This is the one time they don't show you that.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking they're gonna have different sizes on there,
Yeah.
Most of the time they do.
but you don't need a 128.
yeah, but look at the price, and I have it today.
But
And
you
you don't
don't
need
need
to
it. You
buy
can probably
two then.
find another one today.
You could buy one.
No, you could go back and probably find one today that he could get that doesn't have 128. He ain't gonna listen to me anyway.
Add to cart. Okay, let's go back and take a look and see what we can find.
No thanks.
No, oh, no thanks. Okay.
You don't need protection because they cover it.
There's $45.
No. Junk card. Look at the name. Click on that one,
150
see if they give you different sizes.
156 gig.
256. Click on it and see if they give you different sizes.
What's the difference between this one and this one?
The price. One might be real. See what they got. If they don't, no,
And then
go
Paul-
back.
Paul, go to the private chat and click on the link. See if that'll take you somewhere to get you one today.
Go to what?
Go to the private chat in our Zoom. There's a link. Click on that and see if it'll take you to the
Private chat, Paul.
How do I do that?
in Zoom.
Zoom, the bottom of your
Zoom, go
screen.
to chat.
Not on that. That's the browser. Where you share the screen at, go on the bottom where the private chat is.
Go to the word chat. You should see participants,
I don't
chat.
see it.
You're on the wrong screen.
Well, I need to close this out then, right?
Yeah, close it out. Now go on the bottom, you'll see chat with a little one. Very bottom.
Nope. Don't see it.
And it's too long to put in the regular chat.
Wait, you know where you hit share screen at? The green thing?
No, it's not on here.
You're looking at the browser then. You're not looking at the Zoom workspace.
Oh, there's chat.
There you go. Now
Hit
click
that.
on that link, and then share it and see if when would that arrive?
Same day it says.
What's the
Share,
same
share
day?
screen that one.
Yeah, share screen on that guy.
Yeah, yeah, that's today.
Yep.
Yep. So that's the one you want. And then delete the other guy.
I got to go to the cart, right?
Yep. And delete the 128.
Straight down.
Right here.
Yep, and
Yeah.
trash can.
Straight
Go to the
down.
Trash can right next to the one.
Well, what I'm thinking is for $42, I get 3 of them.
You don't need 3 of them, Paul. You need one. You
Delete.
only need one card right now. You said you short on money, one card. See, it says there's only 2 available.
Okay,
Isn't that
so-
the one? I'm telling you, that's the one I think. Look what it says. Free delivery February 25th to 28th.
That's
See it?
because,
Look at it.
yeah, why did it change that? That's
It
It
weird.
changed.
changed. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, it changed.
Yeah, don't buy that one. Don't.
Don't buy that one unless you want to wait. Put one in and see if it gives you tomorrow. Put one in. Change it from 2 to
You
1
deleted it.
and see what date it's delivered by.
Only 2 left and just click it on one time?
No, yeah, and just buy one and see if it'll deliver tomorrow.
Yeah, because it's telling you.
Yeah, see right there, it's today. It'll deliver today. If you buy one.
It says that.
Now, if you go in and try
Go
to
to
buy
court.
another
Go to
one,
court and see what it says. Today.
Today.
One. If you buy 2, it's not going to work.
Okay,
so if you, yeah. But I bet if you go back in and buy one again separately, it might give you
Now
today
wait,
as
look.
well.
Look at the date. Look at the date again. February 17th to the 25th.
It changed it again.
Yeah.
That's false advertising. I'd sue him. Go get him. Hey guys, I've got to get going. I've got kids coming in. I've got a first period I'm watching. So,
hey, don't forget you get in the box today.
yep. You guys have a great day. I'll
Yeah.
see you this afternoon.
Yeah, I knew that was changing. That's why I would look at it. That's why I always look at stuff before I even do it. Third one up. Right there.
Right there?
Down. That one. Read it. There.
You guys got me all confused here.
Buy that one right there. See what that one says. That says it'll be here Friday. And you see that one also says, that one says today now,
Yep,
but it said Friday on the thing. Friday's better than the, try see what that one says. Yeah, click on that one, see what that one says. 32.
Performance.
add to
Okay,
cart.
see what it says? It'll ship, if you have qualifying orders to $35, it'll ship today, but you don't need more than one card, Bob. That's the whole bottom line. Because that's what it's doing. It's hitting you with they're trying to make you buy 3 of them. And actually, you got to buy more than 3 of them to get today. That'll be here. It'll cost you $2.99 to get it today, or you can get it free on Friday. Yeah, that's all you need. Just get one. That's it. That's it. Just hit yes. Place the order. And then wait for them to show up. All you got to do is place the order.
Oh, up here?
Yeah. Just place the order. Now you should get it today. That's it. You're done.
Should I buy another one?
No, you don't need another one. You have one drone that uses it.
Well, the flip probably's got a bad one in it too. Let me see what the flip's got in it.
But the flip you said you videoed with it, it worked.
Oh, yeah. Well,
So
this
you
one
probably
works.
got a better card.
This one works too. It just comes up and says it's slow.
Yeah, the flip worked good. It didn't give him any warnings. I wouldn't change it. Flip's not a real drone anyway. I'm getting a headache.
Okay, in the Flip is 128 gig.
It looks red and orange. It looks like red and yellow or orange. Well, I saw it in the sand.
42, 128 gig. So I should get another one for this one.
No, no. Let me see it. What color is it? That's good. That's all you need.
I can get another one.
Don't waste your money, Paul.
No thanks.
Because if you buy another, you have to pay extra shipping and everything. I wouldn't worry about it, Paul.
Let me, are you seeing that, Joe? Okay, I don't know what happened, but am I back? Can drone shots? All of a sudden I lost Joe. I don't know what me and electronics don't get along too well. And here I am flying drones, go figure. Hey Lance, how you doing? Are you seeing me? Are you guys seeing me all right and hearing me? That's my question is because I had to go sign back in again. Can anybody hear me? That's what I want to know. Or am I just talking to myself? Okay, Brenda, thank you. Yeah, for some reason I got dumped off when I was talking to Joe and then Joe disappeared. Did Joe leave on his own or? Yeah, that's true. In the smart controller, what do I got? In here, I've got a 32 gig. It's a symbol and it says 41 next to it. SanDisk. That's what's in this controller. Let's see what's in this one. Hello, Mark.
Hi, Paul. What word? What word does it say underneath SanDisk?
It says a something, A3 or
No, right underneath SanDisk in the red bit. Does it say Ultra? Does it say Extreme?
doesn't say anything. Oof.
All the packet in my coat anyway. No, I got one of those there. Give me milk.
In this controller, it's got a SanDisk Extreme 128 gig.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it should have?
That's probably more than you need.
And in this one,
I think it only records at 1080p on the controller anyway, so an Ultra would do probably.
and on this one, it's a SanDisk Ultra 32 gig on this controller.
Yeah, if it's only writing at 1080p in the controller, it'll be all right. You don't actually copy much down from the controller anyway.
No, I very rarely use it, you know.
I mean, normally you only do screen recordings and stuff like that
Right.
on the card, on the controller. And I'm fairly sure that it only uses 1080p, not 4K. Yeah, that's true, Jody. And Kingston's the one that DJI send out with drones nowadays.
I believe about 7:30. I should probably put
10 past.
right, so a little bit early tomorrow. Because chemist could not feel.
Mhm.
I'm not quite sure what time the show.
Yeah,
You can't say if you're expecting trouble. It's actually been spending on 7. If you brought up chapel, you would they don't do chapel to use too. The world's gone to pieces since it lost all respect for misery. Yes, likely. I used to run small courses on the romantic novel. Would you need to be interested? Oh. They're not, it's what I kind of said about, they're not moving, being told, but it's moving. It's moving. Right now it's being moving, but I don't know.
It's a camera on a trailer.
Yeah. Right now it's driving.
Mm.
But then this bit seems to me So you probably. I don't know what I have to feel.
That's tough, kid. Does he understand?
Okay. We're getting there now.
Mm. Yeah, don't know where Joe and Dre went. Whether
I
they
don't know,
just
all of a sudden they were gone.
yeah, whether they just assumed that you'd finished.
No, it bumped them off. I'm thinking. Maybe I should call Joe, huh?
Mm.
No answer.
Sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
And no voicemail on Joe.
No,
Oh well. We still got 13 people watching.
I can send Joe a message on Messenger to see what happened to him.
Yeah, do that. I'm not that good with electronics.
Mm.
Thank you, Brenda, for responding to me when I was trying to figure out if I was back live or not. If anybody'd like to join the panel, up at the top is the address to join. I don't know how much longer we're going to stay on because we've been on now for going on
2.5 hours now.
2.5 hours. Yep.
Well, the Eagles won decidedly, didn't they?
Oh boy. They whooped ass, didn't they?
Didn't they just? And it probably should have been by more. Well, it says the message has been delivered, but he's not seen it yet. So maybe his computer went off.
Lance is teaching school.
Yeah. Oh, it's still 16. It's 8:30 in the morning there.
Yeah.
He's only just starting.
Well, we got 16 people are watching, and I don't know what they're watching. You and I can
Yeah. What is it? 11 o'clock for you and 10 o'clock for Joe.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
11:33
11:30.
here.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out if we can just keep going or just pack it in, you know?
It's up to you, really.
I think I've about said all that I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, say thanks for being here. Brenda, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Drone Shots, for all the help. Lance, you have a good day, Lance, and let me know when you get that package, and I'll talk to everybody later today at 5 p.m. Eastern time. It's now 11:30, so in about 5.5 hours. Bye for
Cool.
now.
All right. Okay. See you later, Paul.
Okay, Mark. Thanks, buddy.